to start off where we're kind of just waiting for people to come in. So I'm going to write collective reading. So what I do is I shuffle the cards, and then I will pull some out. What does the collective need to know? All right, a lot of people have energy where they're really focused on some of the violence that's been taking place. They're worried about different wars, different things that are happening. Everything's so chaotic, and they don't know how things can get fixed. We have a burn book on front of From Laugh. I feel like there are people who are not walking a mile high in other people's shoes, because over here we have a foot on a track. We are too cautious with the love that we have for one another. We're not sharing it. That's going to unlock the dreams that we all want. We all want that peace. We all want to move from this. We all want to be in a good energy. And a lot of this is resting on a healing of the masculine energy. So, healing of the masculine energy, if you are someone who primarily associates with feminine energy, would look like you allowing people around you to be in that masculine energy. So, you can do some research. It doesn't mean like male and female, it's totally different. We all have masculine and feminine traits. So I feel like this is a wave that can be coming through humanity where things can change once we open up and stop being like self-conscious about loving other people. New baby, are you still here? I was going to read for you, but it says there's 0 people in the chat. If you're still here, I'll read for you. We're at 2 minutes and 22 seconds, so 222. All right, let's do. This is what we'll do. I'm going to pull some characteristics. This will be if this reading is for you. I'm going. Oh, you are here, Nunu baby. Okay, I'm going to read for you since you're here. I'd rather read for someone who's like live in the situation here. So Nunu Bell is who you are on this platform. Sorry, my magnet fell off my pen. Okay, Nunu baby, let's see what we got going on. I feel like you have some vibrations feeling about love. Let's see what charms come out for you. So right in the center, we have the energy of Aries, spontaneous activities. I feel like you are like wanting a connection, you're wanting a relationship, but I feel like you feel like it's a real puzzler. You don't know how it works out, what you're supposed to do. Let me zoom in a little bit here so we can. So the puzzle part of this is on the loved more than you know part. You're confused. How do I get love to come into me? You do have the charm here that is trust, hope, love, dream, and you have that's on the top of kiss. I feel like you are wishing for a romantic relationship. You're wishing. It almost seems like there's 2 sides to this because we have the one charm over here that's the Aries charm. This doesn't necessarily have to be their sun sign. It could be another sign in their chart, or it could just be the energy of that. So they could be, this person has the Aries energy. Yeah, that confusion I feel is because this person here treated you like trash and you thought they loved you. So it's almost like you're confused about what even is love, basically. So then this is showing as an Aquarius. So this Aquarius energy is like humanitarian. It's about consciousness. It's about waking up. So you may not have met that person yet. I feel like you keep trying to figure out who's going to make this wish come true. Hi, welcome. Who's going to make this wish come true? And you stop. So when you meet the person and you kind of like, oh, I'm a little bit attracted to that person, or I'm having a little bit of a good time with that person, you're like, oh, this must be the one who's bringing me the romance. And you stop really learning from them and you put your rose-colored glasses on. Because here's the thing about rose-colored glasses. They make red flags look like just normal flags. So there are people who you have interest in and they have not been nice to you. I feel like there's a little bit of betrayal. You're still trying to get that person to work out, so to speak. You keep like chasing that person and you keep wanting them in your life. Then this one is, we don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. But here's the thing. You have been like forgiving. You're not even really forgiving. You're excusing that person from what they, like the anger, the righteous anger that you feel towards the way that they treated you like trash and the way that they betrayed you. You're calling it an accident. They didn't accidentally do the things that they did it on purpose. And they were happy that you decided it was an accident and you said to yourself things like, well, I'm overreacting. Well, you're gaslighting yourself. There's this gaslighting energy, and that's why you're confused, because your higher self says you are love. You are lovable. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of attention and time. And this person doesn't treat you like that. So you are confused because your higher self sees it one way and your self here is doing it a different way. Oh, wow, I need to hear this. Yeah, because you want someone to travel with who's going to laugh and who's going to watch sunsets with you. But because you keep going back to these, hey, Avery, brah, your booty. Because you keep going back to this person. See, Avery moved the trash symbol. He was like, stop picking people who treat you like trash, brah. He's such a good familiar. Oh, you're such a good boy. The person who's treating you like trash is not going to take you on trips and make you laugh and look at the sunset with you. Avery said that too. And when you make excuses for them treating you like trash and let them keep coming back, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse each time. You're getting more and more and more confused. Every time they come back, you get more confused. And it's because you're gaslighting yourself. You are lying to yourself. Yourself knows that you don't deserve that trash treatment. Yourself knows that the first time you got betrayed, you should have been done. Fired. This guy's fired. This person's fired. They're out of here. But you didn't. You just carry this burn book around with all your burns and how it hurt. And then you mourn the loss of your wish. Because this person only offers any kind of affection to distract you. They distract you with affection. So I do feel that you need to hear this because I feel that you're ready to hear this. This is not the blunt, direct reading that you could have taken 3 months ago. But you're ready to hear it because, quite frankly, you're tired of being treated like trash. So now it's time to make the choice. Do you have any questions or comments? Avery, do not come over here and jump on this table. Stop it. Avery's my cat. Yes, I'm tired of being confused. I want to hear the truth so I can finally heal and be free. Yeah, the truth will make you free. The truth is this person treats you like shit and you should have left the first time they betrayed you. I'm just going to be blunt with you. Because I want you to have these trips and this laughter and these sunsets. I want you to have those kisses and the wishes. But you've had 2 people that treated you like shit. This one person is the most recently because your love and the love that you... So self-respect is what kicks in when the other person isn't respecting you. Kind of fuzzy. So your self-respect kicks in when you say, I don't want that anymore. And if you can't respect me, I will no longer be here. You can't fight for someone to respect you. If they don't, you need to either pack your bag. He never apologized either. He won't. He doesn't think he did anything wrong. In his mind, everything that he did is justified. Because he said, oh, this person's a piece of trash. They don't stand up. They don't say anything. They don't tell me that I can't do that. I can keep coming back and I can do what I want because this person is so in love with me. I'm telling you how it really feels so that you can get mad about it. You need to get mad. This person comes back to you because they know that they can do whatever the fuck they want. And you won't say anything because you want this wish so badly that you put up with this. Get mad. You should be mad. Good. You need to hear this. It's not just need and want to hear this. This is killing you. This person is killing you. They're killing your laughter. They're killing your dreams. They're taking your life force and your time. And they're not fucking worth it. And you know that. I've read for you for a long time. So it's interesting that these charms are coming out now. And I feel like they're coming out now because you've really started to review what this person has done. You've taken off the rose-colored glasses, and now those red flags look like red flags. Before, they just looked like flags. You didn't even know if they were green or red. You just were in your, this is the night, it's the beautiful night. You were in your Disney princess moment, and you didn't see that this person is not treating you, they're not treating you like a human. They're lying to you and they're pissing on your foot and telling you it's rain. And telling, oh, I accidentally cheated. I wish you could see my face right now, but I don't want to fuck up the camera. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. How do you accidentally cheat? I don't stick up for myself like how I'm supposed to. I'm going to be so blunt with you. It's because you really don't respect yourself. Let's say that there was a person in a bar and someone was being super mean to them. They were calling them names. You would stand up for that person. I know you would. I can feel it in your energy. But then, and you have to ask yourself, why would I stand up for that person? I respect them as a human being. I respect that they don't deserve to get treated that way. I want to see them safe. I want to see them okay. You're not giving yourself any of that. And when it's not coming in from the other person, this is a continual and forever existing cycle. Because this is never going to change, and I can say that because it hasn't. I've been on this app I've been reading for almost 5 years, and you've been around for quite a bit of that. If I'm remembering correctly, I feel like it's been more than one person, but it's been the same secular experience, like the Wizard of Oz, right? Dorothy goes to the Wizard of Oz. What does she have? She has a parallel experience of the exact same thing. Somebody wants to take her dog in her real life. Then she decides she wants to go over the rainbow, go away. Somebody's there trying to take her dog. Her stepmom, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the parallels. Until you decide that you aren't going to let anybody treat you this way because you respect yourself too much, it's going to come up every single time. Every single time. So now we're at the point where you're ready to hear, well, what do I do? Let's talk about what you do. Okay? Are you ready for that part? I feel like you are. What do I do about this? I keep asking myself, why do I keep picking the same man over and over again? Let's get clear about the fact that, first of all, we know you are picking the same man over and over again. Yeah? The way you recognize it is because they've treated you the same way. Their actions are happening the same way. So this is what I want. First of all, what you need to do next is get clear about how to love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, you cannot tell other people how to love you. If you don't know that spicy food gives you indigestion and you can't eat it, then you will eat all the spicy food that people offer you. That is similar with boundaries. This person has boundless access to you because you're so desperate to fill this love void that you allow them to come in and abuse you, because what they do is called breadcrumbing. They give when and also love bombing. When they first come in, they're like, they say things to you. Sorry, my brain's all over the place because I'm super excited that you're finally in this energy to hear this. The people who you're dealing with are narcissists. They're coming in and they're love bombing you. And the way that they're love bombing you is by saying to you questions like, what do you look for in a partner? It's a really loaded question. The reason they're asking that is so that they can become that. They ask questions like, what's the reason you broke up with your last partner? Oh, I broke up because they didn't show up. They didn't text me back. So the first, like about 3 months, they'll do those things to reel you in. Because of your lack of your own love, you're seeing that love bombing. There is love actually there. Love is actually happening. They're doing loving things. They don't fall out of love. You just stop having expectations and they realize how far in they can go. They say, oh, the first time a person, my last relationship, the reason we broke up was because he no call, no showed. I woke up and was like, wait, he was supposed to come here and he didn't. And then I told him, I was like, by the way, this is unacceptable behavior for me because it's so bad for my mental health. But I do believe in giving people a chance to alter their actions. So I just need you to know that that is my boundary. And 2 months later, same thing. And I wrote him a message and I said, you would never do a no call, no show at your job, and you're fired from this relationship too. So you need to fire people. The only way you're going to be able to do that is by knowing who you are. You don't know, what do I need? Like for me, this person made me, there were things I didn't like for about the whole year. But when you hit that boundary of affecting my mental health, that's dangerous. And I did too many hours of therapy to let anybody do that. That's why the boundary exists. But for you, you have trouble knowing what the boundaries are. That's really good you did that. Yeah. It opens up the door for somebody who's going to show up and do what they're supposed to do. Like I don't hate that person I broke up with. I just said, "Oh, we're not compatible. I'm not compatible with no call, no show." Most people would let that be a pattern. And I would have in the past. And okay, that's a hard thing to do. I mean, yeah, it is a hard thing to do. But I'll tell you what, you know what's crazy? Being the one who does the breaking up makes being the one who heals so much freaking easier. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really the first time. I mean, I guess it's not. In the past, what I've done is tried to give them like a chance and be like, oh, well, they were busy, they were whatever. No, we're too far into this for you not to respect the fact that my mental health is really important, and worrying about if you're alive or not is too much for me. Because if you're on the way to my house, which is what you've told me, and you don't arrive at my house, what happened to you? That's too much for me to handle. If you don't talk to me for a while, that's cool. Like I only get upset when it's like, plans are set, meet you here at 7 at this address, 7:10, 7:15. The next day, you're fired. You're absolutely fired. If I give you 24-hour cycle for you to tell me, you know, I got arrested or my pet got sick or whatever, I would be very anxious. OMG. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is unacceptable behavior. That is not you respecting me, my mental health, my time. And so, because you can't offer that respect, I'm going to offer that respect to myself. And that will bring you to the place where this dream of travel, laughter, the sun will be available. Because you're not over here. You know what's causing you confusion? You know you're not trash, but they treat you like that. That's confusing. Because there's a part of your higher self that's saying, and even your inner child that's saying, wait, why are they doing that? That's not very nice. But you give them excuses. Well, it was an accident. Well, he accidentally fell inside her vagina. You know, like, that's not an accident. Cheating isn't an accident. Okay. Any questions, new baby? Any comments? I know that was a really long one, but I feel like you've been arriving at this point for years. And I'm really, 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 really proud of you. Really proud of you. Once you can let this go, this can come in. I don't know, maybe I talked too long and they're not even here anymore. I love Meg. No chance, no way, I won't say no, no. Any advice on what I need to do now? I already have an appointment with a therapist. Awesome. That's a fabulous place to start. I'm really, 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 really proud of you. Do you use ChatGPT? I'm going to tell you a thing I've actually done with AI. But I don't want to go all into it if you're like, no AI. No, you don't. Okay, well then, never mind. So you can do it by yourself. There's a couple things that I would recommend for you. You need to ask yourself, what are my boundaries? What would I will though, if it will help. It'll help you. It'll change your life. I'm not joking. Go to ChatGPT and you type out the most honest, no holds barred, what I did, what they did, explanation of your relationship. Then you put why it bothered you, why it made you mad. And you say to ChatGPT, based on what happened and how I reacted to it, can you help me find my boundaries? Now, what I would suggest, because you already have a therapist appointment, and a therapist is always going to be a much better option because it's like a person, I would take that list of boundaries and I would go to my first therapy session and I would say, can you help me get the tools to know how to make these my boundaries? So a boundary for you're going to look, what made you feel like they were treating you like trash? If there was a time when they felt like they were being mean or hateful, that's when they crossed your boundary. I started using ChatGPT to have conversations about what I wanted to talk to my therapist about. So that when I went in, I wasn't just like, well, see, there's this guy. Like, I could get right to the point. So I would suggest using it as a tool, not as a therapist. But I give that suggestion to you since you already have an appointment with a therapist. Any questions? I'm so freaking proud of you. I'm really proud of you that you already have a therapy appointment. That's a big move. Wishing you the best, Nunu. Yeah. So let me know, Nunu baby, if there's anything else that you want to talk about this with. And then Girl Chanel, if you would like a charm reading. No, I'm just ready to be free mentally. And the actions of going to even if you just only go to a therapist will help. and healed. I can't wait. Let me tell you this. Life is secular. I will totally get to you, but let me share this part. Life is secular. It's a spiral. Each spiral, like these people, there is going to be another person who comes into your life like this, right? There will be. That's your pattern. The way you change it is you get to the point of firing that person the first time you see them treating you like trash. The first time you see them humiliating you by telling jokes at your expense. The first time. And then there's going to be another person, and they're going to be a little bit nicer because you're able to express your boundary when you meet them. So this person here, there's an original person from your childhood that is very similar to this, and that's kind of what your cycle is. So imagine these are like big loops that are happening with these. Each of these people is in a part of it. So your initial experience with this past person was really traumatic. That's typically how it goes, because as a human being, we start the game on the hardest level. It's just how we do it. Then each time you get to the point where you're like, I hope this works out. I wish this would be the one. I really hope and dream and I'm going to put all of it on this person, and then that person treats you like trash. Well, what you have done is you have broken the cycle because you have decided, I need to know how this really works. So with that, there is a guarantee that this will be different next time. And the reason that it is guaranteed is because you are different this time. Does that mean that this relationship will be marriage? First comes love, first comes marriage, then comes baby and baby carriage? No. This just means another person is going to come into your life to give you another experience. A clarifying experience. Until eventually you do get to the point. And people are like, I don't want to not have that love. I don't want to be in this and know that they don't love me. The love that's here is the you love. The clarified love. Does that make sense? I just want to set expectations for you that you don't go to therapy and then the next person you meet is happily ever after. They're happier. That's how happily ever after actually happens. I'm happy in this moment. I'm happy in this moment. I'm happy in this moment. This right here was not your happily ever after. I'm getting treated like trash in this moment. That's not happily ever after. That's a continual cycle. But that's why I'm so proud of you, because going to a therapist and be like, okay, I need the tools to do this differently. That's freedom right there. Any other questions or comments? New baby. I just don't want to clear the board until I know you don't have any questions. So I'm always so quiet being on YouTube because I can't play music. So I'm always like, oh yeah, I gotta talk so it doesn't sound like a library. Oh shit. I was trying to put these cards away and spilled them all. Okay. I see you said yes, but I don't know how much of a lag there is on YouTube, and I don't remember what I said, so that, he's my crush, but triggered me so bad, I was like, yeah, no, something is not right, I need a therapist. Fuck yes, man. Oh, that's one of the happiest statements I have ever heard. You didn't even waste your time here. You didn't even waste your time. You already eliminated that. Fuck yeah, man. I feel like when I was a little girl, my grandmother used to do this thing called having a Ray party before you, and she would just say, hooray! I feel like having a fucking Ray party for you. Oh my God. You didn't use this whole relationship to learn the lessons that the therapist could teach you. That's how you do it right there, man. Then you go to this relationship already with tools. Ah, that's beautiful. I'm so happy for you, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Any other questions or comments? And then we'll go to Girl Chanel. I always like to make sure that okay. I appreciate you so much. I'm really thankful for your help tonight. I needed this so much. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for telling me that. That means a lot to me. Sometimes it gets discouraging to be on social media and then be like, oh, 3 people are here. And then I have to remember that sometimes 3 people are why I'm here, to help, you know? So thank you for telling me that. All right, Girl Chanel. Let me just put your name here. All right. So, you're very inspiring for real. Thank you. I'm inspired. All right. So what I would like you to do is put your hands above your head and try and touch the ceiling. You have a lot of tension in your shoulders down into your lower back. There you go. Whew, a lot of it. All right, so let me shuffle. I'm going to pull back so you can kind of see the drawing process. Okay. Nunu Baby had a lot of energy, so let me just kind of, not in a bad way, just in a, we really got some things opened. Yeah, I'm always stressed. I'm trying to train my body not to be. Can I give you some insight in that? Relaxation is ease, and trying to train your body feels like being in boot camp. So what I would suggest that you do is tense up your whole entire body. Every muscle that you can control, even your eyelids, tense them up right now. Just tense, 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 tense. Keep doing it until I tell you to let go. Any muscle, try and see if you can activate every muscle in your back and your thighs, everywhere. Ready? Now let go. That's relaxation. Relaxation is the absence of tension. So when you are trying too hard, you're trying too hard. Release it. Nice. I can feel your energy shift with that. Really, really good. Okay, let's see what else I feel. I feel like your mind is very calm. I feel like you do a lot of introspection. You know yourself well. I can feel that you've released a lot of the tension. When you release, okay, so when you are holding on to that tension, feeling your intuition is really difficult. So when you relax and you feel a part of your body is still tense, you can be like, why do I have that tension in my shoulders? Oh, I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. You're really good at introspection and conversation with yourself. So ask your body why it is tense and it will give you answers. Nice. Okay. You don't hold your breath. That's really good. You're doing a good job like breathing. You may even do breathing exercises. Breathing exercises are going to be easier for you when you practice that relaxation. It's a combination for meditation. It's the relaxation of the mind and the body. I do box breathing every day, yes. Yeah, you do have like a core calm, but you don't have a body relaxation when I tap into your energy. Yeah, but like your breathing is very steady. Interesting. I always like tapping into people who have a practice of calming themselves, because when I tap into their energy, it's nice to feel just the calming. Sometimes I'll read for people who are so calm that it will make me want to take a nap, and you're very close to it. Okay, let's go ahead and get your sun reading. Yeah, you've let go. Can you feel the difference in your body? I feel the difference in your energy. Can you feel the difference in your body where your tension has been released? That's also going to help you get better, like clearer answers. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I do. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get your charms. All right, so when I'm doing a charm reading, if there's something that blocks the box from closing, it is what is blocking you from receiving this energy in your reading, okay? So we're going to start with that. What is blocking you is we have this bunny rabbit. We have the well, you got a lot of things blocking you. We have the unconditional love charm. This baby, this is a like baby energy. This is like energy of a like you wanting to have something to take care of, to like nurture. And that is where I feel it's coming in. You feel like you have a lot of love to give. So with the Aquarius, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So these are the only things blocking it. The Aquarius energy is about consciousness. I feel like you are really being shown different things in your life. So that clears the box from what was blocking it. I feel like you want something to be in your life that you can give on, excuse me. I had a little tickle in my throat. That you can give unconditional love to, and I feel like that is your inner child. I don't feel like you have a connection or a relationship with your inner child, and sometimes it leaves you feeling abandoned. Okay. So we see when I read a charm reading, I look at where the charms fall, right? So this I feel because it's like, this is the flow. I feel like you've been good with going with the flow, but I feel like you feel stuck because we have this car here that's on its side, and then we have the plane that's upside down. So I feel like there is a flow in front of you, but you don't see it. If you notice, wow, every single one of these is upside down. So I feel like some of that Aquarius energy coming in is really about you opening up and seeing your intuition, and then you'll find that the wheels start spinning. You'll get the ideas. I also feel that stepping into your feminine energy, everybody has feminine energy and masculine energy. I'm not talking about being a male or a female. Stepping into your feminine energy, which is more about I'm trying my best to relax and go with the flow. That's awesome. But also, real quick, when I'm actually doing the reading part, you're not going to want to tell me anything because, one, I'm a cold reader. And two, if someone's reading and they're trying to like scam you, they're going to take what you're saying and use it in the reading to try and give you an answer. So I'm not reprimanding you in any way. I'm just saying you're going to get more out of it if you don't tell me anything until the end. But also, good job trying to relax and go with the flow. But also, once again, you said, I'm trying. I'm trying. I will do this. I will relax. That's the vibe I get. Okay. This one, once again, with the burn book, people are, I feel like you're actually the one who's causing yourself pain. I feel like you're wanting this, like, you're wanting to be calm and relaxed, but you're doing it in a forceful way, not a compassionate, gentle way. So you're facing and receiving a lot of like rebellion, also known as resistance. That's why you are trying to go with the flow, because you're actually in a lot of resistance. That's why it hurts. I feel like you, in some of the places where you're carrying tension, it physically hurts. So we have true love. I feel like you just kept getting burned by love, so you're frozen. You're not moving anywhere. And I feel like some of that is because what's blocking you? Unconditional self-love. So this going with the flow, sometimes things happen in your life and you're supposed to get off that path altogether. You're not supposed to make it work. Making it work is forcing it. Making it work is not going with the flow. So if you have some kind of connection or relationship, I don't feel right now that this is about a romantic connection. I feel like this is about you in life. Why am I stuck? I'm stuck because in the past people did crappy things and I thought it was true. This one, look at that. That's the kind of love that you are kind of like ending up with. People are like, ha ha. Or that's what it feels like to you. Like, I feel like you've been asking questions like, why do they even freaking talk to me if that's what they were going to do? And then this last one is energy of an Aries. Now, Aries energy is really about spontaneous activities. It's about being assertive. And I feel that for you specifically, it's about asserting yourself into your own life, getting in a connection, a relationship with yourself. And a lot of times it's like, that sounds so lonely. That just sounds like be alone and like it. You actually can take steps to fall in love with yourself. That includes, one, saying to yourself, well, I don't even know how to love you. No one ever taught me that. No one has loved you in the way that you fully need, and that includes me. But here's the biggest thing. You are the only person who's always going to be there until the very end. The relationship with yourself is the one and most important relationship because it's the only one that will last. Because people leave, whether it is by choice or whether it is by the end of their life. It's not always a breakup that separates us from people. But we can be cut off from ourselves by either not trying to or starting to develop a relationship. And that may be where some of it is, because what you have told me is, I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to go with the flow. I do these things every single day. So you have a really good routine and rhythm, but as someone who's doing these like exercises and like different things in your life, if you do it incorrect, you can hurt yourself. If I go to the gym completely out of shape and decide to run on the treadmill for 3 hours, it might kill me. I don't know how to start. You can't start all the way up here. You start down here. So that's what I feel like needs to happen for your inner child relationship. And once you have that figured out, that's when things will start to move for you. And that's when these planes and cars and ways for you to try other things and not just feel like you're floating down the river aimlessly will really help. Okay, those were all the messages. If you have anything to let me know, please share. I'm going to take a drink of water because I have a little tickle in my throat. What is, I'm now going to push a button. What is this? Oh, chat filters, community moderation. Oh, I can block words. Okay. That's good. Resonates a lot. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate being able to read for you. Do you have any questions about anything, or did they all get answered? All very true. I'm glad that it all like spoke to you because you're doing a really good job, and I feel like you're going in a really good direction, and you don't want to stall yourself by trying to force you to do things that are supposed to be relaxing. I just realized I can't see how much. Oh, my battery is. All right, well, that's the end. Thank you for hanging out with me. I enjoyed reading for you. Yeah. And I look forward to reading for you again. So have a good night, guys.